Okay, so today we are going to learn about having a post-order traversal. Okay, so if you have not watched my previous two lectures about in-order and pre-order traversal, please go watch that first and then come over here. It's not like that you will not understand, you will understand it. But in those two lectures, I have explained everything very clearly. Okay, you will be getting to know each the explanation of each and every word. Okay, so let's begin. Now, over here, let me take one example. So yeah. So this is one example, okay, in which we need to have a post-order traversal. Now you can imagine it's not like a pre-order or in-order. In pre-order, what we were doing, we were processing the root first. In the in-order, we were processing the left child first. And in the post-order, over here, we will be processing both children's if exist, okay? And then we will coming to the root. So if I'm standing over here, okay, first I'll process the left child, then right child, and then parent or root. Okay, I believe you got it. So the flow will be like this. Process the process the left child, then right child, and then root. Now, so if I'm standing at 1, okay, so 1 is acting as a parent, right? So which has two children, 2 and 3. So what we'll do, we'll go at 2 first. Okay, so I'm standing over here now. Now 2 is also acting as a parent, right, of 4 and 5. So I'll again go for 4. Now, while standing at 4, I can see that 4 is not having any children, right? So it is a leaf node. So I'll print it. Okay. Now, should I print 2 now? No. Okay. We have to go for the right now. So from 4 to 2, we will go at 5 now. Okay. And 5 will be printed because 5 is a leaf node. So 5 will be printed and now 2 will be the print. Now we will print 2. Okay. So here we can see that 4, then 5, and then 2 is printed. Okay. Now this part is done. Now I will be coming back to 1. Okay. Now should I print it? No. After coming over here, I need to process the right one now. Okay. So 3 will be printed because 3 is acting as a child node. Okay. So 3 will be printed and then I will print 1. I believe you got it. So over here, you can see that first 2 and 3 will be printed and then the parent. And over here also, you can see that 2 having a children 4 and 5. So 4, 5 printed and then 2 is printed. Okay, I believe you got it. So if you have understood this, solve this example on your own and comment it down your answer so that I will understand that you got this question. Okay, so for this, okay, since I'm standing at 1, so 1 is acting as a parent, so I'll go at 2. 2 is also acting as a parent, so I'll go at 4. Okay, so first 4 will be printed, right? Then coming to 2, should I print 2? No, I need to go for the right now. So 5 will be printed and then 2 will be printed. Okay, now 2 has done, 2 is done. So I'll come back to 1 and then I'll go for the right. Okay, now I'm standing at 3. 3 is acting as a parent of 6 and 7. So 6 will be printed, 7 will be printed, okay, and then 3 will be printed. Now over here we can see that 6 and 7 were acting as a leaf node. Okay, they do not have any children. So due to that reason, I straightforwardly print it. Okay, and then I have printed 3. Now this part is also done. Now I'll come back to the root again. Okay, and then I'll process it. That means I'll print it. So this is the post-order traversal of this tree. Okay, I believe you got it. Okay, let me take one more example. Okay. Now, again, solve it on your own. Okay, comment it down. What is your answer? If you're still confused, you can watch it. Okay. Now, I'm standing at 1. Okay. Go for the left child first. So 2. I'm so sorry. Go for the left child first. 2 is also acting as a parent, right? So 4 will be printed first. Then 5 will be printed. And then 2 will be printed, right? So left, right, and then the parent. Okay. Now I'll come back to the one. Okay, I need to process the right as well first. So I'll come over here now. 3 is acting as a parent. So I'll go over here. 6 is also acting as a parent. So I'll go over here. So 8 has to be printed. Then 9 has to be printed because I can't straightforwardly print 6 because 6 is having the right child as well, 9. And then I'll come to 6 and then 6 will be printed. Okay. After 6, I'll go to root. That means a parent. That is 3. Okay. And from 3, I will go at 7. So 7 will be printed. Okay. And then 3 will be printed. And then at last 1 will be printed. So this is the post order traversal of this tree. I believe you got it. Okay. Now, let's have a pseudocode. See what we were doing over here. First, we are going for the root or a parent, then traversing on the left child. Okay. Coming back to the root, and I'm not processing the root or a parent. I'm straightforwardly going for the right as well. Okay. And then processing the root. Okay. So post order traversal. Okay. Now in the question, we are not going to print it. Basically, we are going to return it. Okay. So in the question, they are asking us that we need to return the post order traversal of the node's value. Okay. So we need to, this is a node. Okay. Basically has 3 fields: address of the left child, data or the value, and the address of the right child. Okay. So we need to return the values. Okay. So over here, what we can do, we can just create a dynamic array. Let's say list. Okay. And then we will store all the values in that list and then return it. Okay. So from the main function, we will be getting the root of the entire tree. Okay. And the list as well. So the data type of the root node is tree. Okay. Tree node. Root and then list of integer by the name res stands for resultant. Okay. Now, as I told you, first we need to process the left. Okay. So I'll call the same function post order traversal. Okay. And then we will be passing the left child, the address of the left child. So root dot left. Okay. And the resultant list. Okay. Now, once I will be coming back, that means once this is processed, okay, I will be not processing the root. I will be going for the right one. So again, I'll call the same function post order traversal. And over here, I will be passing the address of the right child. So root dot right, comma, res. Okay. Now I'll process the root. Okay. That means I will be storing that value inside the list. So res dot add root dot value, root dot value or root dot data. Okay. Depending upon what is there in the LeetCode, you can go and check the constructor of this tree node. Okay. You can check over there whether it is data or value. Okay. So only this part will be changed. I believe it is value. Okay. But here there will be one edge case that you need to consider. Okay. See, if I'm standing over here, okay, how does this node will look like? Okay, as I told you that you can imagine the node is like a double linked list, okay, which has 3 fields. Okay, over here 4 is stored. Over here null is there, and over here also null is there because this node is acting as a leaf node which doesn't have any children. Okay, so due to that, over here null is there and over here null is there. When I'm following this thing for this node, okay, I will be processing the left part. Now the left part is null. That means it doesn't have any address of the left child. Okay, so basically I'm passing the null. Okay, so if null is getting triggered, I don't need to do anything. I need to straightforwardly come to the root, okay, or the parent back. Okay, so if root equals to null, I need to simply return it to the parent. So return. Okay. And also let me tell you that over here we are just adding the data in the resultant list. Okay. We are not kind of doing anything. So due to that reason, the return data type of this function is void. And that's it. We are done. Okay. Now let's come at the code performance of this code. See, it is same as in order and pre-order traversal only. Since we are sitting at every node, okay, and then we are storing it. So if there are n nodes, then the time complexity of this will be order of n. Okay, and you can comment it down. If you have watched my previous 2 lectures, you can comment it down. What will be the space complexity of this? Okay, see, if you're confused, see guys, right now in the stack, initially 1 is stored, right? Then 1 will call 2, this. Okay, 2 will call 4. Okay, now once if 4 is been processed or it's been printed, okay, what we'll do, we will delete this, we will pop this. Now this place is taken by the sibling of 4, which is 5. All right, now take a look on the stack size. Okay, yeah, right now it is only 3. Okay, it is only 3. Okay, now once the 5 is also been processed, so this will be also removed. Okay, and then we'll come back to 2, and 2 will also process. That means it will print. So after printing, we'll again go to 1 now. Okay, that means 2 is been popped off. Okay, now see, over here 2 was there. So once 2 has been popped off, this place is taken by the sibling of 2, which is 3. Okay, so it's not like that we have stored 1, 2, 4, 5, and then 3. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 3. It is not like this. Okay, it is like this. Whoever is popped off, that place has been taken by the sibling only. Okay, now over here 3 is there. Now after 3, 6 will be called. Now after 6, over here 8 will be there. Then once the 8 has been processed or it has been printed, this part will be taken by 9. When the 9 has been processed, then we'll come at 6. 6 is also printed or it has been stored. So we'll pop this off. Then over here 7 will be stored. So it has never exceeded than 4. And over here, while taking a look on the tree, we can see that this is nothing but the levels. Since there are total 4 levels, so the stack size is 4. And due to that reason only, the space complexity is order of h. Okay, now there will be 2 variation of h. If the tree is balanced, okay, so the h will be log n, because we are thinking like that each node is having 2 children. So due to that, if there are n nodes, then the height will be log n. Okay, but if it is a skew tree which is having only 1 child, so due to that reason, the tree will be growing either on the left side or growing on the right side. Okay, something like this. So due to that reason, the height of this tree will be n. So due to that reason, I have written h, because the value of h can be 2. Either it can be log n or n. Okay, so I believe you got it. If you did it, again, you can try run it by yourself. Okay, you will be getting intuition. See, in the in order traversal, left was processed, then the root is processed, and then the right is processed. Okay, in the pre-order, the root is processed first, then the left child, and then the right child. But in the post order, left, then right, and then root. Okay, I believe you got this. So that's it.